Our God is an awesome God and He is a very faithful God. About 4 to 5 months ago, I witnessed how God does miracles even when all things seems to fall apart. My brother Simon Peter, who is 23 years old in India, suddenly fell sick one day with fever, and he wanted to leave the work, and as he went to switch off his computer, he collapsed in the office. They quickly rushed him to the hospital, and the doctors had to put him on different tests, but the doctors were not able to understand what was wrong with him. During this time, my parents were visiting me here in Melbourne, and my elder sister was the only one living close to him in Bangalore, India. She went to the hospital to see him, and after speaking to the doctors, she called me immediately here in Melbourne. The doctor said that it looked like an infection in his bloodstreams, which began to shut down all his organs, and his body was not responding to any medications. Obviously concerned, my parents flew back to India to be by his side, and because I was not able to go to India immediately, I could only do one thing but to gather the family and pray. I sent around a prayer chain to all my friends, and when Pastor Philip heard about this, he called me to meet up for a prayer with Harold, my cell group leader. While we were praying here in Australia, my brother was placed on dialysis in India, and the doctor said that they will continue the dialysis on him for at least 48 hours. But God intervened. While we were praying in Melbourne, both Pastor Philip and Harold received a vision. It was like crumbs breaking and falling apart, which represented a curse being broken. Then later that evening, I received a call from India from my sister, who said that it was amazing that the doctors had stopped dialysis. Though it was amazing and it was a major breakthrough, he still had a long battle to face ahead. The next morning, when my sister appeared into his room, she saw him lying in his own pool of blood, and this was because of the clogging of blood during the transfusion. When my parents reached Bangalore, the doctors spoke to my parents that my brother has only 24 to 48 hours to live, and even if he does survive, he would most likely have a loss of memory. When I heard about it, I was totally shattered, but at the same time, I had a strong faith in my God, and the only thing I could do is to gather my friends, my family, and the church, and to fast and pray for him. As God said, "By my stripes you are healed," God healed my brother overnight. The next morning, my brother opened his eyes and responded, and the doctors were amazed to see him. They said that it is a miracle.